Welcome, everybody. Yesterday, a smaller group of us said goodbye to Allie, and now her family is in a period called Shiva, which comes from the Hebrew word for seven, the week, the 7 days of intense mourning following the funeral. And we gather here together as family and friends and members of the Suresky's community to support one another, to be with one another, to pray with one another, to remember Allie together, and to honor her memory. We'll begin our service on page 1B in our prayer books. For those of you who are not accustomed to Jewish prayer books, they open from right to left according to the Hebrew alphabet, page 1B in our prayer books. Sorrow comes in great waves, but it rolls over us. And though it may almost smother us, it leaves us on the spot. And we know that if it is strong, we are stronger. Inasmuch as it passes and we remain, it wears us, uses us, but we wear it and use it in return. And it is blind, whereas we, after a manner, see. Everything will pass, and serenity and accepted mysteries and disillusionments and the tenderness of a few good people and new opportunities and ever so much of life, in a word, will remain. Please rise. We continue on page 4A in our prayer books, page 4A.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated. On page 5B at the top of the page, we read together. O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Praise to you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Page 6A. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha ahavta. Torah umitzvot, chukim umishpatim otanu limadata. Al kain Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochvenu uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha. V'nismach b'divrei Toratcha mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yamenu, uvahem nege yomam v'layla. Vaftecha al tasir memenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Please rise. We continue with the Shema on page 7A.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We continue in the middle of page 9b. We read together. There are times when each of us feels lost or alone, adrift and forsaken, unable to reach those next to us or to be reached by them. And there are days and nights when existence seems to lack all purpose, and our lives seem brief sparks in an indifferent cosmos. Fear and loneliness enter into the soul. None of us is immune from doubt and fear. None escapes times when all seems dark and senseless. Then, at the ebb tide of the Spirit, the soul cries out and reaches for companionship. The top of the page, we sing, Eli, Eli.
Eli, Eli, שלא ייגמר לעולם. החול והים, רשרוש של המים, ורק השמיים, תפילת אדם, החול והים, רשרוש של המים, רק השמיים, תפילת אדם. My God, I pray that these things never end. The sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart, the sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart.
On the next page, page 10a, is our song for freedom, Mi Chamocha, which is a part of all of our services. Yesterday, Jordan, you had asked if we could do Miriam's song. Miriam is the sister of Moses and Aaron, and she's credited in the Torah as maybe the first cantor, certainly the first song leader, as she gathered everyone around to sing this song, Mi Chamocha. There's a version of it called Miriam's Song, recognizing her contribution, and at the request of Jordan, Ali's brother, Miriam's Song.
And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang a song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam was a weaver of unique variety, The tapestry she wove was woven which sang our history. With every strand and every thread she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances towards the light. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang a song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. When Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea, the wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom and march to the promised land? And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang a song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We just lived through a miracle, we're going to dance tonight. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נעדר בקודש, לא תהילות עושה ולך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
We continue on page 11b in our prayer books. This is a version of our Hashkivenu prayer where we ask that God be with us as a source of comfort and strength and protection, guarding us in the dark hours of the night so that we might one day be able to say that we are waking up to life renewed. Page 11b. Give us a place to rest, O God. Bring us into shelter. In the soft, long evening shadows of your truth, for with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence is gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over Jerusalem. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, shomer amo Yisrael, la'ad. We continue on page 13. Please rise. Page 13a.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, ve'Konei Hakol, ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot ve'Imahot, u'mevii gula lifnei bneihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומשיח ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל.
Page 16.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. We continue now on page 22a with a prayer called Ritzeh. Ritzeh means want. We want God to hear our prayers. We reach out to God, and sometimes we wonder, is anyone listening? This is a prayer that addresses that question, asking for God to find favor in our prayers, to listen. Page 22a.
רצי אדוני אלוהינו ועמך ישראל ותפילתם באהבה תקבל ותהי לרצון תמיד עבודת ישראל ישראל עמך אל קרוב לכל כואב פניה עבדיך וחוננו שפוך רוחך עלינו ותחזינה עינינו ושובך לציון ברכה אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני המחזיר שכינתו לציון
In the middle of the page, for Rosh Chodesh, the new month which begins today. Our God and God of our fathers and mothers, on this first day of the new month of Iyar, be mindful of us and all your people Israel, for good, for love, for compassion, life, and peace. Remember us for well-being. Amen. Visit us with blessing. Amen. Help us to a fuller life. Amen. We continue now with silent prayer. page 24.
Shalom Ava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Ava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Ava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Ava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום אהבה ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום אהבה ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
At this point in our service, I'd like to invite forward a few people to share some words about Allie, beginning with her brother Jordan.
In a mindful of memories, trying to find the words to honor my sister, Alexandra, Allie. Allie, you are and always will be a force, energetic, creative, and endlessly caring. From the time you were little, you showed a creativity that could not be contained, whether it was writing, directing, or dreaming up whole worlds of ideas in your mind. When you put on your play, Sword Cutting Daisies, it was like watching your spirit come alive on stage. Growing up, Allie, you were involved in dance, soccer, which basically gave me my spirit for my passion for the game, cheerleading, and so many other activities. That's who you were, someone who faced challenges with bravery and poured yourself fully into everything you loved. To me, Allie wasn't just my sister, she was a beacon of light. She made our family gatherings brighter, and she made life richer with laughter, sharp wit, which she got from our grandmother, our Nana, Helen Suresky, and her beautiful heart. One thing I'll always treasure is our shared passion for travel, although not always to the same destinations. Allie, you traveled near and far for self-discovery, from Bali to Barcelona to Colombia, Mexico, and all over the US. And we shared trips with our parents to Greece and France. We also went to concerts together, bonded over the music we loved. These memories are gifts that I will carry on with me always. Allie, your time with us was far too short, but the impact you made will echo forever. I will miss you every day, but I know your spirit, creative, fierce, and full of love, will stay with us for always. Allie left us on Yom HaShoah, which is Holocaust Remembrance Day, and that day now feels even more powerful in the wake of what we've all been through. Today, we honor her memory and we honor our commitment to stand up against hate in all its forms. I wear this emblem, which you've probably seen over the past year and a half, to honor that commitment and to Allie's memory. May your memory be a blessing. And the last thing I'll share, which is off script, was Allie also helped raise 2 peacocks, which sounds kind of strange, but she raised them, and that's something that I always remember. Is just whenever I see a peacock, think of her. So may her memory be a blessing. Zichrona livracha.
Thank you, Jordan. Now, her dad, Peter. And in just a little while, we do have a few people who have prepared remarks. In a little while, I'll open it up to anybody who would like to share a few words. So in a little while, after a few people have prepared remarks, I'll invite up anyone who wishes.
Allie, our beautiful daughter, left us this week. It was unexpected and sad for us. She started out so fresh and happy. Her Hebrew name is Miriam Shoshana. She had many friends. I recall how happy she was for her bat mitzvah, leading religious services, reading from the Torah, chanting from the Haftorah, her portion. There came a period where she had some rough encounters, but she addressed her challenges head on in the best way she knew how. Throughout life, she demonstrated her creativity in everything she did. As Jordan mentioned, she wrote, produced, and directed her play entitled Swords Cutting Daisies, which made 3 showings at the Atlanta